Yeah. Up in the building. Yeah, we lighting up the scene. Crypto gems on radar, chasing every dream. Do your own research, that's the golden theme. We bring the facts, no cap, we keep it clean. Scrolling through the charts, got my eyes on the rise. Vibra got the info, got me feeling so wise. No hype, just the truth, yeah, we cutting through lies. Sharpen knowledge on the daily, watch the profits multiply. From Bitcoin to the altcoins, we digging for gold. Community so strong, never do what you're told. Dior, that's the motto, let the story unfold. We ain't selling you a dream, just the facts to behold. Vibra finance, shining in the night. Crypto gems, yeah, we find them right. Do your research, keep the future bright. Vibra got your back, we ignite your flight. No pump and dump, just the realest advice. We break it all down, make it simple and nice. Every tip, every trick, got you rolling the dice. But with knowledge in your pocket, you can win every price. Vibra finance, shining in the night. Crypto gems, yeah, we find them right. Do your research, keep your future bright. Vibra got your back, we ignite your flight. So when you're lost in the crypto sea, Vibra's the light, come vibe with me. Stay smart, stay sharp, and you'll always see the best gems shine with transparency.
What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Vibraville. Hope you had a great day. And man, it's been brutal. We were watching Bitcoin just take a dump. The government shut down, and there's tension all over the Middle East still. It just seems like the drama is never going to end. And I don't know if it's a circus that is all done on purpose. That's just what the world has come to these days. I don't know. But I look and I see the FOMO or the FUD out here now with Bitcoin and the famous Steen. We talked about that last year, that there is supposedly some connections that were going to be leaked. I thought it was going to come out by the end of the year, last year, but timing is always everything. There's a reason for it. And now we see Bitcoin breaking down. And is this going to be the bear market like we saw last time, where we got the double top and then rolled over? Or is this somehow going to be a magical bounce? I don't know. I don't care. You know, the longer prices stay down, I can accumulate more Qubic at $600 per billion, more Flare, all these blue chips. QMINE, absolutely crushing it lately. But I was listening to I was listening to an interview with Paul Barron Network and the Canary Capital CEO. And he was talking about in 2026, he thinks there's going to be a shift away from Bitcoin and Ethereum, more towards HBAR, Hedera, Stellar, XRP, because you're seeing now that money is leaving the Bitcoin ETF and the ETH ETF, but HBAR and XRP are having inflows. So clearly, there's something going on behind the scenes that someone knows a little something. But I honestly thought Bitcoin was going to hit 85K. That's what my top was. It ended up going to 125. You know, that's crypto. It could do anything. You need to be prepared for anything. And these prices down here now, like Canton Network is the coin that's been doing the best in my portfolio. You know, I put up a tweet about it like, I don't know, December 9th or 10th, somewhere around here, and got it around 7 cents. Watched DPG Maximus, one of the best researchers out there. Did a great video on it, did a little more digging, and I put like $250 into it. Something like that. Or no, maybe $150. And now it's close to $500. Or maybe, I don't even remember, but it's almost up 3x regardless. And this is while everything else is crashing. So clearly certain coins that are, I don't want to say VC funded or like a chosen coin, but Canton is clearly like how we saw all the forks of Ethereum that came out, all that, just Linnea and Starknet and ZK Snark. all this shit, even Pulse Chain, just down in the dumps. So the whole market's dumping, and Canton's been doing really well, especially this past week. It had a little dump from I almost sold this top here, but I'm like, you know what? What's it going to do? Drop the 15 cents. Sure enough, barely came down to 17, and now we're climbing back up. So if Canton can move up, it's up to 14th now. That kind of scares me because how high can it go? But still, if it keeps going up, and my bag hits like 750, 800, I'll take my initial out, and I'll roll that into something that's down at the bottom, some more Qubic. Down here, I cannot believe it was down in the 4s. Like, guys, that is just criminal. These are like generational lows, and we could go lower. Like, if Bitcoin rolls over, we really could drop back down and come down in the 60s, and all coins will roll over again. And I just hope it doesn't get so, because I'm already seeing, I could tell when my friends call me and they start to panic. I talk to a lot of people about crypto, people that are OGs that have been here longer than me to brand new people. And my good friends that I've known for a while that I've gotten into crypto, 3 of them called me in the past week starting to panic, being like, bro, I don't know. I'm down so much. What do I do? Da, 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 da. And that gives me a sense that almost all retail's feeling like that. And that to me is a bottom sign. People are getting flushed out. You see it on Twitter. People are starting to get frustrated. And unfortunately, this was the worst case scenario we talked about, a COVID type capitulation where the markets are just going to have to get rinsed, and it's going to feel like we're going down to zero. But I'm praying that that Bitcoin somehow made its weekly cycle low here. I watch Camel Finance, is a great TA guy. And there's a chance that Max Payne is to the upside here. But who knows? Because, I know if Pokemon boxes can still keep pumping nonstop and there's money in for that, all the people that made money in metals, where are they going to rotate that to? So once it comes into crypto, like, there's a lot of money out there. What up, Axel? Yeah, bro. I'm not. Axelar. Shit in the bed. That thing just absolutely tanked. Or not Axelar. Sorry. XLR, XCL, or whatever it is. I was looking at the other day. I was like, holy shit. That thing, that got crushed. XCL, there it is. Gained another 0. But, oh well, that's what happens. What up, Damian? Samson, let's go. We got to do a stream or space or something. We got to put that together. Clitron's, good to see you. But man, Veracity, that's a shame. This thing went to 0. I mean, my bag of 300,000 coins is worth like $8 now. So it's officially, Veracity is a wrap. I think it's done. That ain't never coming back. But on the other hand, you got our Dynex, baby, which we found at 2.5 cents or something like that. Way back in May. Yep, somewhere down in here. Like 2.5 cents. So we caught the floor. And we took some profits, rebought the dips, and we are balling with Dynex. And yay, let's go. Chaos Chris, this is his coin right here. He's been calling yay. I think this thing has a chance to do Pepe and SHIB numbers. This is one of the few meme coins that the first ever deployed yay on Ethereum, true OG meme coin, launched 14 days after Pepe. Got CTO'd, so that's the only meme coin I'm holding. Literally. But we'll see. If this is just a little relief rally, we go back down. I don't know. Because it seems like the banks are really putting up a fight, and we need legislation to come through. That's going to be the catalyst now. I thought it was going to be the ETFs that were going to bring money in, but I didn't. And I thought legislation would definitely happen by now. But these things get kicked down the can. Or the can gets kicked down the road. and there's nothing we can do. It sucks. The reps from Coinbase, major crypto trade groups, and banking organizations descended on Washington to try to hash out stablecoin rewards should be handled and whether third parties should be allowed to offer those rewards. A source at the White House meeting noted that bank representation was rigid in their approach, indicating that they did not have flexibility to negotiate a compromise through their member banks. So, guys, this is going to go back and forth. Who knows? When the time's right and they're ready, this will come out. And I think this is going to be the catalyst because now you even got Letitia James slams stablecoin law, citing consumer protection concerns. What the hell does she know about crypto? It's a way to get publicity and slam Trump. And this is the game that politics play, or politicians and these assholes play. They don't know anything about stablecoin or crypto or any of that. But what do you think the timing of this, of the release of the files and then the ties to Bitcoin? Like, this is hilarious. At the time the letter was written, there was about 12,000 commits to Bitcoin's code. Today, there's 47,500. That means 75% of the core development code was committed after Jeffrey took over de facto senior management role as benefactor. He may not have been Satoshi, but he was absolutely running the executive direction of Bitcoin on behalf of Mossad. What are the odds that there are backdoors built into Bitcoin's code at this point? Probably about 100%. P.S. Ever wonder why the Bitcoin ransom for the 2021 Continental Pipeline hack was recovered by the FBI? I don't know. But I just think it's funny that we're seeing this shit all over the place. Like, it's everywhere. Forrester Foundation took over Bitcoin development work. Bitcoin was free in 2009, 2010, and 2011. Gavin visits CIA. Satoshi left the project. Guess who was never happy with Gavin? And also against the Bitcoin Foundation. My guess, CFB. Up, come from beyond. Look at that. September 2012. I'm afraid he'll put code that will let the CIA track every Satoshi. Man, I'm telling you guys, come from beyond. He's tied in, guys. He's plugged in. Whatever he touches, I feel like it goes to gold. It turns into gold. He's got the top 2 performing ICOs ever. Like Qubic, he's been working on the whole time. Like, it's just a matter of time. If they can be the infrastructure for everything built on top of the first decentralized AGI, AI GARTH, it's game over. So I'm just hoping that this Bitcoin, honestly, I think this Bitcoin FUD and all that is to get retail to panic and sell. And then max pain could be to the upside. You know, maybe we're in this formation right here, like we did last April, where we came back and we held support at the last top. No one knows. So yeah, I'm here for the tech too. I was so right. No point in selling anything at the lows, holding everything. Yeah, me too. But again, that's why being diversified into blue chips like Stronghold and Stellar and XLM, we're up on all of them. Even Jasmine here at these numbers, we got in it like 004 or something like that. So we're even up 50% after all the crashes. Stronghold, I'm still up 8x or something like that from my buying in 2022. So being in the right projects, you give them enough time that they come back. Even H-bar, remember when it was 5 cents or something like that? I mean, you might come back down there, but shit, we were up at 30 and we were buying it at 3 cents, 4 cents. So even after all this, we're still up 2 or 3x. So when you're in the right coins and enough time goes by, these dips, they suck, but they suck less and less and less. Unless you're in Pulse Chain, because this shit is just brutal. I mean, it is brutal what's going on Pulse Chain. I'm not used to this stupid mouse yet. It's the opposite of my Mac. PTGC had a nice pump. Maybe we can get that 0 back. Atrobe was up. I mean, everything else up a couple percent. I mean, nothing. Nothing right now, but that's all right. Right now, we're focusing on Qubic. So much is happening right now. QMINE is up to 4.9K. Guys, where was it 2 weeks ago? For the last 10 streams, it was sitting between 3K and we got dips down to 1,500. So if you were able to catch a dip, you could be up 3x right now. Well, 2x. And now we're hitting up close to 5K. Buy orders at 4,500, sell orders at 49. So if you got in at 290, if you were early and one of the ones way back in here, even you got in at 300, 350, 500, you're still up almost 10x. And it's been printing. The rewards have been growing every week. We're up to almost 2 Qs per QMINE. So I'm getting almost a couple million now per week. So I did the math. It's going to take 3 years, and I'll get my initial investment back into QMINE at this rate, which is wild to think. QMINE's crushing. QDoge up to 46. Look at that. I think it was 30 for a while. And I sent in like 1 million. Qubic got the airdrop. And we'll see where this thing goes. It's doing a lot. Third most traded coin on QX. That's crazy. And Garth, we'll talk about that next stream because they're doing the airdrop this week. It goes out. But man, MLM up to 2.4 billion. I bought mine at 700 million. So this is gonna be crazy. Nostromo up to 400 million. I paid 220 or something for that one. So if this can get up to like 1 billion Qubic and MLM can get up to like 7 or 8, I can hit my goal of 10 billion Qubic, and then I'm chilling. I'm just staking it or buying more QMINE and just calling it a day. Matilda up to 3. I got out of that. I sold it at like 6 or 7. Oh, maybe a month or so ago. Man, even now my new computer is slow. What the fuck is going on? This thing's been flying lately. There we go. Yes, it was up in November up to 10. So I saw once it came down here, I sold it at like 7 or 8. I can't remember. But I know I bought it at like 2 or 3. So there's money to be made out here, guys. That's why you need to be diversified. And don't just pour all your money into one chain or one project. It's just, unless you have a crystal ball that you can predict the future, to me, it's too risky. Like Qubic's going to start to take over. I've been watching a lot of videos about OpenAI and Scam Altman. That dude is running a Ponzi scheme over there at OpenAI. It's really bad. The AI bubble is going to collapse at some point. I don't know if that's going to, because the second the stock market goes down, you know, crypto's going down with it big time. So the stock market's almost got to stay up. So if the stock market doesn't roll over, the scam, it's going to keep going. Like the AI bubbles is going to keep getting bigger and bigger and bigger. But there's nothing else to invest in right now. So you got commercial real estate crumbling, banks are screwed. Like it's bad. So I could see a world where crypto does terrible for like 6 months. And I could see a world where Max Payne is to the upside. We go down for another week or so. This Epstein shit gets crazy. The FUD keeps racking up and people are convinced it's over. And then next thing you know, we start taking off. But I don't know. We shall see. I didn't even know I took myself off. Oops. So LLMs can see one task. LLMs are great. And ChatGPT and Grok are a great tool that I use a lot. But in the future, AI will be different. We will have AI that can think ahead indefinitely. We've seen LLMs, but we haven't seen a true intelligent autonomous AI yet. Qubic has built the foundation for that true intelligence to grow on. It's built to evolve with AI, not limit it. Bingo. And tomorrow at 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, the Qubic Scientific Team AMA. This is what you want to listen to. It's like a different language. You got to be very, very, very patient and intelligent to understand it, because I still don't. I'm trying to learn, so I'm going to be there listening to it. But you just see the progression. Even though I don't understand what it means, they constantly talk about what they've been doing, what they've been building, and they're growing and building and growing. They're not having hurdles and setbacks and setbacks. So it's you just love to see it, guys. Look, there's nothing else like it out here. Qubic's building something that hasn't existed before, a blockchain where mining trains AGI, where transactions cost nothing, where 676 computers reach instant consensus, where Oracle machines will connect on-chain logic to the real world. This isn't a roadmap anymore. The foundation is built. 2026 is when it converges. Follow the progress here at Qubic.org. The recent Claudebot explosion is fascinating and revealing. David of our scientific team explains today's AI hype is built on systems that forget, pause learning, and separate training from interference. Useful, yes. Intelligent, no. Scaling LLMs won't get us the true AGI. The real path forward requires new paradigms, continuous learning, persistent memory, bio-inspired systems, always-on evolution. And this is exactly the problem Qubic is working to solve through open science and compute native intelligence. Bubbles may burst, AI won't stop. Only the foundations will decide what survives. So I guess, yeah, you can read this whole article. I'm not going to do it now, but like if you give a shit about crypto and you want to find the winners and you want to have that conviction, this is how you get it. By understanding what's being built, understanding the team, all the scientists they have, one of the best founders in crypto. And then you see the coins being built on top of it. From the fun meme coins to the serious stuff, the game, MLM, to the casino that's coming with QIP and QST, where they're going to have some like card games and roulette and stuff, I think. And maybe poker too is the goal. And Garth, they're launching their game. Their V2 is coming, I think, Thursday, the airdrop starts. So Garth will be up and running again. So you just see all these different projects that are successful. Nostromo, the launch pad, doing awesome. The lottery, where you put 1 million Qubic, you buy a ticket, and someone wins, millions or hundreds of millions of Qubic, depending on how big it is. Like, it's all coming together, and great projects like this take time. CFB's been working on this shit for over 20 years. So just to think it's just going to happen overnight, like, no. Qubic is a long-term play. And yeah, it's gambling and it's risky, but that's why we made billions on QMINE and almost $1.5 billion on our MLM share and $200 million on Nostromo. So you make money on the altcoins. And then that way, if you want, you can take your initial out. And now you're free rolling for the best AI project in crypto. That's how you win. It's not hard. It's chasing and going crazy and trying to get into 1 million different things. No, focus on one project at a time. If you like it, have conviction, get your bag, set it and forget it. On to the next. And that's how I approach crypto, and it's been very successful. And the QMINE website is awesome now. It's been completely redone. And I love it. It looks really good. All the links. But you've got the dashboard so you can connect your wallet. And you can see in the rewards tab, you put your address in. Oh, you don't even need to do that. And you can see how many rewards you have. But I don't have my thing on this computer. One now where you links to where you can buy it on the exchanges or the dexes. The buy and sell orders are on the website now. And then the voting. So there's now a vote up here for Paris Blockchain Week. April 15th, the proposal requests funding for a 6-person Qubic community delegation to attend Paris Blockchain Week, Europe's premier blockchain digital assets conference. So they need $3,500. So 6 billion Qubic. Paris blockchain attracts 10,000 decision makers, investors, and regulators with zero ticket cost. This proposal focuses solely on covering travel and accommodation. That's cool. You can get in for free, or they're buying their own tickets, I guess. But this is cool, guys. This is what I want to see. The community raising money to put a team together to get out in front of 10,000 new potential people. I think they were going to give, right here, day one, keynotes and main stage sessions, investor and partner meetings, networking events. So to have a AMA or some kind of on-stage session that can be recorded and shared, it just looks good, guys. This is what we need, and it's happening. So this is stuff that I love. So I don't know if this is for a Qubic or QMINE only. I don't know if this is just a link to the Qubic voting or if this is the QMINE only, but regardless, this is the shit right here. So Eco put this tweet out a couple days ago. We're expanding our mining operations with the acquisition of 4 additional BTC ASIC miners. Oh yeah, that's what I wanted to see, right? Too. The dashboard right here. So far, they've mined 0.003 Bitcoin. So it's at $300 or something, or a couple $100. But it just got started. Currently, 8 miners are active and operational, with remaining 2 expected to go online. So they're up now. Targeting a hash rate of 13 THS. This expansion does not affect our planned Qubic mining growth in any way. The new setup intentionally includes reserved capacity for future Qubic Doge mining expansion. A community vote regarding the distribution of Bitcoin mining rewards will be announced soon on the QMINE Discord server. So that's sick. Hey guys, there was another thing too that where with the Dogecoin mining, why it could be such a big thing is because I'm pretty sure that to mine Bitcoin right now, you need the top of the line rig. So you had to get rid of your old ASIC and upgrade. But I'm pretty sure that Qubic, you could take your old miners that don't work for Bitcoin anymore and use those for Qubic and Dogecoin. And even with, not Monero. So the Qubic mines Monero. So if you just mine Qubic, maybe you're strengthening that. But regardless, if you could take old miners and now turn them on and start mining Dogecoin, that should bring a ton more people into Qubic too. I think. What the hell happened here? All right, what did I do? All right, why can't I just click oh, there we go. All right. This is driving me crazy. What the hell did I do? Oh, that's so weird. Sorry, I wanted to try to find Eco's message. Here it is. We're here. So there's another pre-sale coming up too for more QMINE. So I'd like to address a few points regarding price for the upcoming fundraising round. In my view, a price of 5,000 Qs is fair, and this is something the mass majority have agreed on. However, there are still a few traders who appear to prioritize only personal gain, influencing the price by selling large amounts, then buying back smaller amounts to push the price upward, repeating the cycle. This has been out of my control since the ICO, and I don't have a solution for it, nor do I believe one is necessarily required. I simply want to share my perspective regarding the price that matters to me. Regarding the price that matters to me at this stage, given that we're preparing for a fundraising round, it has increased from 3,000 to 5,000 Qs, which I believe has been justified by the SC smart contract share acquisitions we made so far. So Eco put in all of those smart contract shares, and he's getting back 43% of the value. So basically the community got like a 50% bump in the price. Oh shit, wrong one. All right. QMINE. Where was it? Smart contract discussion. So Eco's getting 150 billion as compensation for transferring his shares to the community. This equates to 43.59% profit for the community based on the current value as of 128. The community is selected to proceed with option 3, full reinvestment strategy. We sell 51 QMINE tokens at a price defined by the community and use all of the raised funds to purchase additional shares. A small portion of the funds may be allocated to the reinvestment fund to support the expansion of mining operations. So guys, everything is popping off perfectly. So for several reasons, I would not support increasing the price further, even though I previously mentioned that. Although I will, of course, follow whatever decision the majority reaches through voting. Otherwise, it could appear that I'm offering something at a price that isn't fully justified and isn't directly under my control. While revenue generated from the smart contract shares is currently quite low, it does provide greater stability and confidence for investors, myself included, with the expectation that the shares will begin generating returns in the near future. At the moment, even a relatively small Bitcoin mining setup generates more revenue than the smart contract shares. Well, I didn't even know that. And that revenue, too, is going to be given back to QMINE holders and QRWA holders. Mining is something I don't believe any other project will ever be able to successfully implement. Even with sufficient capital, they often lack access to affordable electricity, which would likely force mining operations to shut down quickly and result in a loss. This is where I see the strongest justification for the price increase so far and potentially for continued sustainable price growth. I would like to personally expand our mining operations further, but I've mentioned many times we're currently waiting for the Qubic price to recover. Damn. That said, it's important for investors to know for now we can still expand up to a certain scale, approximately 100 to 150 CPU rigs, a substantial number of GPU rigs, potentially up to 50, and several Doge ASIC miners should the community vote in favor of Doge mining. The MLM game is a separate topic altogether. In my opinion, it has the potential to become the largest future revenue source for our project. Even if for no other reason, investors should keep this in mind when evaluating the current price of the QMINE token, which might not appear fully justified based on current returns. It's important to note that we are the top MLM shareholder with 1 million Qs per player resurrection, of which 500,000 go to MLM shareholders. So divide that by 676. You're getting at least what? 7,000? No, 70,000? No, 7,000. So that's each resurrection. If there's a ton of people doing it all day long, boom, 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 that shit'll add up. And we control the most valuable in-game water or resource, which is water. Regarding the future fundraising, I don't have time to conduct it via OTC beyond the first planned epoch for QRWA shareholders. After that, all remaining tokens will be placed as sell orders at 5,000 on the DEX. Over the past few days, I've been thinking about investing more broadly within the ecosystem, particularly in smart contract share-based projects. I'll share my thoughts on this with you soon, and I already have some interesting ideas of my own. So guys, Eco's crushing it. I've talked to him personally on the phone. I know when people are passionate, and I know when people are blowing smoke or full of shit. And he's backed up everything he said. So it just makes me super, super bullish on QMINE, on just everything that's happening in the ecosystem. Like, it's just so rare to find a project like this. So that is all I got. Just wanted to do a quick one about Qubic and QMINE. And guys, hang in there. Like, this is the time where you take advantage. This is where the money is made. All right, be a savage, have conviction, find the projects you believe in, whether it's Qubic or Pulse Chain or Stronghold or XLM, XRP, HBAR, whatever it is. If you have that conviction, you buy it and you hold it, and the future will be all right. It'll turn around. It's only a matter of time. We almost never had a bull run. It was only Bitcoin being propped up by the ETFs. So I think we might have had a 4-year bear market in a sense. So that's why I could see 2026 ending up being very bullish. But again, once regulations come, that's the catalyst we're waiting for. Until then, we could chop. Like, who the hell knows? This is crypto, right? Anything can happen. But when you own the right assets and you have conviction, this shit doesn't bother you. It doesn't shake you out. You could sleep at night knowing you're doing the right thing. So smash that like button. If you need help, book a one-on-one. We can sit down, go through your portfolio, put a strategy together, short-term, long-term, whatever you need. I'm here to help.
Yeah. Up in the building. Yeah, we lighting up the scene. Crypto gems on radar, chasing every dream. Do your own research, that's the golden theme. We bring the facts, no cap, we keep it clean. Scrolling through the charts, got my eyes on the rise. Vibra got the info, got me feeling so wise. No hype, just the truth, yeah, we cutting through lies. Sharpen knowledge on the daily, watch the profits multiply. From Bitcoin to the altcoins, we digging for gold. Community so strong, never do what you're told. That's the motto, let the story unfold. We ain't selling you a dream, just the facts to behold. Vibra finance, shining in the night. Crypto gems, yeah, we find them right. Do your research, keep the future bright. Vibra got your back, we ignite your flight. No pump and dump, just the realest advice. We break it all down, make it simple and nice. Every tip, every trick, got you rolling the dice. But with knowledge in your pocket, you can win every price. Vibra finance, shining in the night. Crypto gems, yeah, we find them right. Do your research, keep your future bright. Vibra got your back, we ignite your flight. So when you're lost in the crypto sea, Vibra's the light, come vibe with me. Stay smart, stay sharp, and you'll always see the best gems shine with transparency.